Good day and welcome to X News Channel. I'm Stephanie Anamu, bringing you today's top story from Abuja, Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, delivered a powerful address at the first regional meeting of African Pathfinder Countries of the Global Alliance on Ending Violence Against Children, held at the Banquet Hall of the Aso Rock Presidential Villa in Abuja on Thursday. Represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, the president launched Nigeria's costed National Plan of Action on Ending Violence Against Children, outlining concrete steps to protect the nation's youth and ensure their safety, dignity, and future. The summit, which brought together high-level delegates from 14 African Pathfinder countries, built on the momentum from the First Global Ministerial Conference on Ending Violence Against Children, held in Bogotá, Colombia, in November 2024. That conference saw 110 member states pledge to enhance child protection under the Global Alliance framework, a coalition aimed at eradicating violence against children worldwide by 2030, in line with the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 16.2. In his speech, titled "When the Children Speak," President Tinubu invoked the words of Lebanese-American poet Khalil Gibran, stating, "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself." He emphasized the haunting reality of child vulnerability, pointing to the bruises, trembling voices, and unmet needs that demand urgent action. "We cannot protect the child by merely reciting the anthems of their struggles or romanticizing their vulnerability," Tinubu declared. "The real hope lies in action, concrete, deliberate action." The president highlighted the alarming prevalence of violence against children in Nigeria, where UNICEF data reveals that 6 out of every 10 children experience some form of violence before the age of 18. 1 in 4 girls and 10% of boys have been victims of sexual violence, with fewer than 5% of those affected receiving any support. Nigeria also bears the burden of having the largest number of child brides in Africa, with over 23 million girls and women married as children, according to UNICEF. To address these challenges, Nigeria's new National Plan of Action focuses on integrating child-sensitive policies into the country's education and health systems. Teachers will be trained not only as educators, but as protectors, equipped to identify signs of distress and trauma in their pupils. The plan also prioritizes strengthening healthcare through investments in accessible primary health centers and maternal and child health programs, aiming to create a holistic support system for children. President Tinubu reaffirmed Nigeria's legal commitment to child protection, citing frameworks like the Child Rights Act of 2003 and the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. However, he acknowledged enforcement challenges, noting that only 24 of Nigeria's 36 states have adopted the Child Rights Act, according to the National Human Rights Commission. "Legislation alone does not shield the vulnerable," he said. "It is the will behind those laws and the systems that enforce them that make the difference." The national plan also emphasizes prevention and early intervention, with programs to promote positive parenting, challenge harmful social norms, and provide targeted support to vulnerable households. The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, alongside other duty bearers, will receive enhanced training and resources to champion child protection across all levels of government. The summit, co-organized by the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, the Office of the UN Special Representative on Violence Against Children, UNICEF, and World Health Organization, WHO, Nigeria, underscored Nigeria's leadership in the regional fight against child violence. The Minister of Women Affairs, Honorable Iman Sulaiman Ibrahim, highlighted progress since the Bogotá conference, noting that the Renewed Hope agenda is driving legal reforms, scaling up the Safe Schools program, and increasing budgetary allocations for child protection. International voices, including Dr. Najat Mala-Mjid, the UN Special Representative on Violence Against Children, urged African leaders to translate commitments into action. Delegates from Zimbabwe, Cote d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Burkina Faso also recommitted to the Global Alliance, presenting progress reports and calling for intentional efforts to end violence against children. President Tinubu concluded his address with a resolute vision. Through this plan, we aim to ensure that every Nigerian child has the opportunity to grow, learn, and thrive in a safe and nurturing environment. This is not simply a policy objective, it is a moral obligation. The launch of the National Action Plan marks a significant step forward in Nigeria's journey to protect its children, setting a precedent for the continent as Africa unites to create a future free from violence for its youngest citizens. That's it for now on X News Channel. Stay tuned for more updates, and thank you for watching.